April the 13th, 2019. Guys, you're looking at images coming across the Mississippi River, moving out of Louisiana into Mississippi at Vicksburg. You got the railroad bridge on the right and the newer bridge on the left. Looks like a scene out of the movies, but guys, we're in chaotic weather patterns. And the reason I'm going back and doing another video on the weather, I know some people think this is boring, is because it's about to cross us here in central Mississippi. Then it's going to move into Alabama. We got a lot of friends there. And guys, you know if it's going to last, now they're saying up until 9 p.m. here in central Mississippi, you're going to be dealing with these storms up until daylight through Alabama into Georgia and Tennessee. Again, look at the scenes. Let me show you a couple of other ones. I want you guys to be aware that if you're in a mobile home, if you're in a very dangerous area, take shelter. Turn your weather radios on. We don't need to lose anybody at all in the storm. Now, many of you guys know where Clay Street is. This is the Kroger gas station in Vicksburg. Again, this afternoon. Look at the damage. You got a truck under the awning, and you got an 18-wheeler out here in the parking lot that looks like it almost was pushed into this telephone pole. It's not setting at the right angle. I don't have all the information on these separate videos, but this storm is not playing. That's the point. And this image coming in just a few moments ago as it's getting dark here, this is Braxton, Mississippi. It's about 6 miles north of where I'm at right now. This thing is moving across. It's getting very close. I'm going to keep an eye on it, guys. We may lose power again, so if you don't see a later report, remember that. And this is coming in also from Mississippi. This is Tommy Kirkendale. You can see that forward line of the storm there, and that's kind of where the temperatures are changing. And the wind is meeting the warmer currents. Very strong storm. Another Mississippi image from today. This is winds in Roxy, Mississippi. Trees are uprooted. Other ones are getting hit by lightning and stripping the bark all the way down. Very dangerous scenario. We're going to look at the radar. I want you to pay attention of what's going on. I want every one of you to be alive in the morning that's watching this. Do not be caught off guard. And then in the morning hours through the afternoon on Sunday, the storm's going to move through Georgia, the Carolinas. Now, guys, what's happening? In the storm, you see the high winds and you saw the heavy rain there in Vicksburg. This dark maroon color is changing, and what that is flash flood warnings. Above that in orange is severe thunderstorm warnings, and in the yellow, you're dealing with a tornado watch. But in other words, to go from a flash flood watch or a storm watch into a sudden flash flood warning, what we're seeing here in Arkansas, some of the eastern parishes of Louisiana, into central Mississippi. Now, we're still in my section in this tornado watch area, but the storm is moving, and it's going to be over our area here, guys, very shortly, moving through Meridian, Mississippi, into Tuscaloosa, Alabama, up through Talladega. Now, something that is kind of surprising to me since it's getting past sunset here is in these red areas, you're starting to get these purple colors. Notice at the bottom, stronger intensity in the storms, and this is moving across 55 north, going from Jackson up to Memphis, Tennessee in this area. But we got these lines, guys, that are about to come over our area here probably in about 30 minutes. You got a second band, and actually 2 other bands, one forming here and one behind it, that's going to come over these damaged areas along the Mississippi River with more rain, more winds, and then we're going to, once this clears, guys, we're going to have a cooler week next week. Highs in the 60s instead of the 80s. But we need to get through tonight first. You got a lot of rain, guys, all the way through Tennessee, looking to Arkansas, moving north from there. This storm is moving north and east. It's a heads up, guys. Let me point out something just popping up. In Alabama, notice these areas of red. This is out ahead of the storm. This is what we went through earlier today with these high winds. So it's setting up And these things could be dangerous. The humidity is very high. Right now, our temperature is 75 in central Mississippi. So I look at my weather station, the heat index is 76. And so that humidity, guys, is what's going to trigger these storms. Is you got one front, you got a high pressure area to the right, you got this cold area moving from the left on this map, and they're going to squeeze the moisture out of the storms as well as the high wind. Remember, these flash flood warnings coming up. If you're in a low-lying area, you got double trouble. Tornadoes, high winds, hail is being mentioned up to golf ball size, and the flash flooding. We're watching it, guys. You watch it. It's a heads up. Be safe.